I'm going to show you 10 different niches that you can get into right now and how those niches are thriving. So the coronavirus is here and it's affecting the lives of millions of Americans and people all across the United States and all across the world. So what are you going to do right now to survive through this crisis, and how can you even thrive in times like these? I'm going to show you 10 different niches that you can get into right now and how those niches are thriving. Here's an example: bread making machines. More people are at home, and if you take a look at bread making machines on Google Trends, it's on a breakout, so it's absolutely going crazy right now. I want to show you these 10 top niches that you can get into right now for e-commerce and how you can crush e-commerce today. Now, during these times, there are going to be companies that are going to shift their entire focus on e-commerce. There are companies that after this crisis, their entire business model will absolutely change, and it's not going to be the same as what it was before. What are you going to do during these times, during the coronavirus and during these pandemics and during any of these new whatever that comes out, like a zombie apocalypse? What are you going to do during these times that will make you a better marketer and a better business person after it's all said and done? I'm going to show you 10 different niches that you can get into right now. Thanks so much for watching, and watch my Facebook Live where I go through all these different things. And also head over to ecomeducational.com and sign up for a free account and start learning about e-commerce and go through our trainings and see how you can build your store, actually run the ads and scale your store. Thanks so much. I'm here today live, and let me just fix my camera here. And I'm going to go over the coronavirus and talking about, how you can survive during these times. And it's definitely crazy times right now. Let me go ahead and check if my live video is up here. Great, it is. All right, so we're going to have some people jump on. And if you are listening right now, post comments below and I will reply to you as well. Okay, so we're just going to get started here in a few minutes here. Now, the coronavirus has crippled many businesses, and it's really unfortunate. I mean, business is not going to be the same as it was before, and I can almost guarantee you that it's not going to be the same after we get through this. But those that will survive will thrive when this is all over, and I'm going to talk to you guys about that. Okay, so go ahead, put in the comments down below if you're watching right now. Say hi, and I want to see who's on, and let me know if you're on right now. And we're going to talk about coronavirus and your business and how you can survive during the coronavirus, as well as how you can thrive during these times as well, and even prepare for after this is all said and done. Okay. So let me go ahead and type something in the chat box right here. Hey, Scott, there you are. I see you now. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you on. Type in the chat so we can start. All right, who else is on today? Post in the chat right now if you're on. I understand it's in the morning. Everyone's pretty sleepy right now. Just getting up, right? Especially out in the West Coast. Put in the chat box where you're from. Hey, Todd from New Jersey, how are you? Connie, good morning. Francis, hey, how are you? I think you're in Florida, right? Vicky, how are you doing? Good to see you guys on. Put in the chat box where you guys are from. And I want to talk to you guys once again. I want to talk to you guys today about coronavirus, how you can get through it, and how to survive through these times, and how to even thrive. Okay, companies are thriving right now, even during these times. Take a look at back in 2008 during the recession. Okay, a lot of companies went out of business, and obviously, like what happened in 2008 changed the whole business dynamic for everything. Okay, it absolutely changed the business dynamic for
how we do business with banks, how we get mortgages, how things are calculated. You know, actuarial sciences have all changed. So I know for a fact that after this coronavirus, after it's all said and done, after we've hit the, you know, we've flatlined and we've bended the curve, flattened the curve, I know that businesses are going to be completely different. The online business will still stay running, but a lot of online businesses that is not doing it correctly, they're going to suffer, and they're going to suffer terribly, unfortunately. Okay, so the reason why you're here is because you want to learn how you can survive through the coronavirus and how you can thrive during these times. So I'm going to talk to you guys about 10 niches that you can get into right now during the coronavirus, and how you can survive and thrive during these times as well. Now imagine people right now, they're, you know, at home. Okay, they're sitting at home, and some of them are working at home. Some of them are not working at home, and some of them have just lost their jobs. So now you're thinking about, okay, what about those people that are working at home? As you guys have seen in the past like few weeks alone, gyms, like in terms of search traffic for gyms and in terms of show up rates, like gyms all over the US have closed, right? So you can see a huge surge downwards for gyms, and gym owners are basically they're suffering right now. Okay, but on the other side, okay, you got to follow where the money is going. Okay, so people are not spending their money going to the gyms anymore. That revenue stream has shifted to another revenue stream, to another stream. So this one stream has dried out in terms of gym owners and gym ownership and things like that. So that revenue stream has dried out for now. Okay, when this is all said and done and all over, who knows how long it's going to be over? Maybe a week, maybe 2 months, maybe 6 months. We don't know. Okay, we don't know. Hopefully it's shorter than that. I'm hoping it's shorter than that, but we don't know how long it's going to last. All right, so I want to tell you guys 10 niches right now that you can get into. All right, and I'm going to pull up some of these niches here as well. I'm going to show you guys 10 niches that you can get into right now that can survive and thrive even during these times. All right, great. We have a lot of people on. We have here Connie from Kansas. Good morning, Robin. How are you? Wide awake. Been up since 7. Yeah, there you go, Scott. I'm up just since 6 a.m. every day just because I have that routine, even though if I sleep at like 1 or 2. Francis, yes, awesome, from Florida, Francis. Vicky, Montana. Scott's from New York, not NYC. That's fine, no problem. New York's still New York, right? Gwendolyn's from Georgia. Robin's from Middle Tennessee. I went to Tennessee once, and there was this Smoky Mountain or something like that. Most beautiful place in the world. I was absolutely amazed. I was like, this is awesome. Like, these mountains are amazing. Dawn is Chicago here. All right, Betty, good morning. How are you, Betty? Good to see you guys on. All right, so let's move forward, okay? I'm gonna talk to you guys about, once again, how to survive during coronavirus, how to thrive, and 10 niches that are hot right now. So I was just talking about gyms. Hey, Anthony, what's going on? Anthony with the muscles. Alexandria, Virginia. Norm is from Indiana. Hey, Norm, good to see you. All right, so I'm gonna talk to you about 10 niches. As you guys remember, I talked about gyms and how gyms were on the decline, okay? And I'm gonna share my screen here, and I'm gonna go to a place called Google Trends, okay? So let's head over. I'm gonna go share my screen with you guys. So not only am I talking to you guys about these things, but I'm actually gonna show you, okay? I'm gonna show you the trends and what people are searching right now, and what's hot in the market right now. How many of you guys want to learn what's hot in the market right now? Type in hot in the chat box right now if you guys want to learn. If we have enough hots here, depends on how many niches I'm going to share today. So depending on how many hots I get in the chat box, I might share more than 10 niches, okay, that you can get into right now. Here's one niche right here, bread makers, okay? You guys ever, it's kind of weird, right? You're like, what, Taylor, what? Bread making machines, okay? People are home right now and they're not shopping, they're not going to the groceries. Bread making machines, okay? So that's one of them right here. bread making machines. Now, type in hot in the chat box, guys, H-O-T. If you guys are pumped up, ready, fired up, ready to go, and I'm gonna share with you some of the top niches. I might share more in terms of like what's hot right now. Okay, I just shared with you one of them, bread making, okay? Bread making right now is super freaking hot right now. Like people are home, they're not grocery shopping, they're buying flowers. And you know, one of the things my wife said was that, yeah, all the flowers in all these stores like Target and Acme and all these things, ShopRite, they're out of flour, okay? Because people are now making bread at home. So if you're in e-commerce, you're thinking to yourself, okay, how can I help with this? How can I bring value to the market? If you had a store that's in the kitchen niche, for example, okay, you can type in bread making and you're gonna see on Google, there's a huge surge up in terms of bread making, okay? Scott says hot, Dawn says hot, Gail says hot, Todd, Gwendolyn is Glee, Vicky, Connie, Anthony says hot, Robin, Betty, all right. We're on fire today, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you some niches that you can get into right now. And I'm gonna show you, not even share with you, I'm gonna show you why they're hot, okay? And hopefully by today, it's gonna give like these light bulb moments and you're gonna start thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, like this is gonna be an amazing opportunity for me to get in to some of these niches, okay? So we have a lot of people on right now. Post in the Slack group if you, post in the Facebook group. If I'm used to saying Slack, okay, because all our webinars are in Slack. Norm says how? Okay, yes, I will show you guys. Post in the page any comments that you have, and let's get it started. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. All right, here we go. Okay, guys, I do apologize about that, but I had to restart this stream because I didn't have the share screen option available. So now it's actually available, and I can go ahead and get it back on again. All right, type in here in the chat box. If you guys are here right now, I understand some people are just jumping on right now. Type in here in the chat box if you guys are here and ready to get it going. Type in here and ready if you're ready to get it going, okay? Do apologize about that, guys. Now I have my share screen available. So now I can share my screen with you guys. All right, let's see here. All right, so once again, I'm gonna go over the top 10 niches, okay? So I'm gonna share my screen. Let me know if you guys see my screen. Are you guys able to see my screen? Type in yes in the chat box. Okay, cool. Hey, Regina, how are you? Good to see you. Vicky says here, Robin here, Gail, Regina. Okay, great. Type in screen if you see my screen in the chat box or in the actual video. Okay. All right, here and ready. Great. Robin, Scott, great. Good to see you guys. All right. Number 2, number 3, what is that? Number 4, what is this niche? Number 5, what is this niche? Number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, and number 10. What are these niches that they were talking about that's going hot right now? That's going super, super viral. All right, screen. Okay, great. Scott, Regina, Robin, great, great. All right. Let me go ahead and make sure everything looks good. Okay, I do apologize about that, guys. What happened was I had to set the setting so that when I had my live video, I had to also have the screen on before I turned on the live video. So now I have them both on. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been on one of these lives, but I'm gonna be on more often with you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna help you guys once again how to find niches during these coronavirus times. Okay, so let's go into Google Trends. Okay, so type in on Google Trends, and this is what you're gonna get: trends.google.com. And the reason why we're typing this in is because we want to see in a general consensus in terms of like mass markets, what's happening right now in our markets, okay? And Google is one of the best places to find out data. Okay, if you guys remember, if you're in the course and you're training, if you guys are in the advanced sessions, there we go, cha-ching. Let me turn that off here. And you guys are all in there. Essentially what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're constantly searching for new trends and new popular things to sell, okay? you're not going to sell a pet rock because that was popular in the 70s, not now anymore. Or sea monkeys or whatever those things were called. Type in the chat box if you guys remember something that was popular way back in the 70s or the 80s or the 90s or early 2000s. Type in the chat box what was popular back then. I remember back in the days when I was a kid, there used to be this game called Sock 'em Boppers. Okay, and you used to like put your gloves on and you like sock and bop them all the time. Like I remember these games like it was yesterday. I think it's Sock 'em Bopper. Yeah, here it is. Okay, you guys remember this game right here? This was freaking hot back in the days. Like this was like super hot back in the days. Now it's not anymore. Okay, I remember the commercial. They used to go sock 'em boppers, sock 'em once, sock 'em twice, whatever. And then nowadays they're not hot. So obviously you're not going to want to sell this now, okay? Because kids nowadays have evolved. The general mentality of everyone has evolved, and so you want to sell things that are hot right now, stuff that's hot right now. Okay, so this is the reason why we go on Google Trends, and the reason why we absolutely need to rely on market trends right now to finding out what's winning in our markets. So when you're going into e-commerce, and this is one of the things that I made a mistake a long time ago, and this is about 80% of what you're going to do in e-commerce, is you want to find these market trends. What's hot right now? Because if you're not doing these things, you're gonna end up spending thousands and thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars into advertisement that doesn't work. Okay, here's an example of that advertisement that doesn't work nowadays. Something like Sock 'em Boppers. Okay, what's something that's going to work right now? You're thinking coronavirus. You're thinking people at home. Home gyms. Okay, hold on one second, guys. My dog is like barking. Come on, little guy. He wants to say hi to everyone. You want to say hi, Nacho? Say hi to everyone. We're on live right now. We're on Facebook Live. All right. All right. So here's some of the things that's going to be going live right now. Okay, so that's going to be hot right now. Let's type in bread making. Okay. Yeah, so some of the things that didn't work in the past, Cabbage Patch Kids. All right, that's a long time ago. All right, Beanie Babies. I mean, eBay started with Beanie Babies. Okay, so imagine a huge company like eBay started somewhere. Okay, they started selling Beanie Babies, and then nowadays they're not selling any. I mean, they are selling, but not as much as other things like cars. They shifted as the market moves. These huge companies, they shift, and they are moving as well with the markets. Oh my goodness, I think he needs to go outside. So as these markets are moving, they're shifting, okay, and they're moving into different areas. So if you're not shifting, you're not moving. What happened to Toys R Us? Okay, they didn't move where the market was moving. They didn't focus more on e-commerce. They didn't focus more on the online markets. They didn't focus on affiliate marketing. They didn't focus on all these different things that could have helped them explode. Instead, they just were like, okay, we're just going to be big box retail store. We're just going to be, storefront foot traffic and advertisements on TV. We're not going to change. Look at what happened. Okay, you're never too big to fail. Okay, Facebook, when they bought their campus, I'm not sure if you guys know this, but Facebook, I've been to Facebook twice because my brother works there as well. So I've been to Facebook twice, and he gave me a little tour. It's kind of interesting. And on the very back of Facebook's, that little logo that you see and people taking pictures of it at Facebook's headquarters at One Hacker Way, Menlo Park, California. Well, right behind that sign, Mark Zuckerberg kept the Sun Microsystems sign right behind it. And he just put another sign, Facebook sign, right in front of it. The reason is because he left it there because he wanted to let everyone know. He wanted to let the entire world know that you're never too big to fail, okay? You're never too big to fail. Look at what's happening in our society right now. You're never too big to fail. Any company can fail. Any company. I don't care what you say. Any company can fail. Something like this happens. A zombie apocalypse happens. Any company can fail, okay? no matter what, like you just have to be prepared. You have to have the right vision in terms of like what am I going to prepare for? What's my 6 month, 1 year, 10 years, 5 year goals and my plans. Okay. That's why as the market shifts, you have to be adaptable to these changes. That's what I want you guys to really understand. Type in changes in the chat box. If you guys understand that there's going to be a lot of changes in this market, in any market. Since 2008, since when I first started full-time online, I had many changes. I did not just stick to one thing. I had to learn a lot of things, and I had a lot of changes, especially in my mind as well. There were a lot of changes that were happening in my mind. Okay, type in changes in the chat box, guys. If you understand that there's going to be changes in your business, and it's always going to be like that. Okay, type in changes. Okay, so let's move on. Yeah, Don says changes. Francis, Scott. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be changes here, guys. All right. So let's move on. Now, when you go into Google, you type in, like, let's say a niche, okay, bread making machines. You go in here and you type this in. What you're going to do is you're going to find this graph right here. And what this graph is showing you is in terms of how many people are interested in this niche right now, okay? In terms of how many interests you have here. So as you're going up, at about 100 is the maximum. That's also known as breakout. Okay, so what happens in breakout is that there's an unusual spike in terms of searches. Okay, and so what's happening here is that this spike has just like gone up exponentially. That bread making, the term bread making, is super hot right now because people are online, and then in the general masses, you know, coronavirus, everyone's got to stay at home. What are you going to do at home? You're going to cook. You're going to make bread. Okay. So now people are typing in bread making machines. Not only that, but like multiple people are typing bread making machines. Okay. What happens? Here's an example. It's probably a bad example or a bad analogy, but let's say what happens if ATM machines all across the United States stop working. Then where do you think people are going to start looking at? Different banks. They're going to type in on Google different banks, or and let's say every ATM in the US is broken except for like maybe 5 in the US in each state. Okay, and they're going to type in ATM machine in my state. So now in the mass market, people are starting to search for these things. They're starting to search for, okay, I have to stay home now. 340 million Americans are ordered to stay at home. What am I going to do? I'm going to look for bread making machines. Because how am I going to feed my family? I'm going to make bread. Instead of going out to the store every week and possibly getting coronavirus, I'm going to make bread at home. Okay, so now they're searching bread making machine. Now let's say if we go to AliExpress. Okay, let's head over to AliExpress. And not only AliExpress, you can source this anywhere, guys. You can source these products anywhere. Okay, I'm going to show you another place where you can source this as well. Okay, so let's say you go into let's say you go into AliExpress, where pretty much like a lot of our products are. But not only that, but let's say you go into eBay as well. Okay, you type in bread making machine, and you have all these people selling their bread makers. And guess what? People are searching for bread making machines right now. If you go into AliExpress, not only just bread making machines, but what about other products that complements bread making machines? Okay, like this thing right here. Or this thing right here. It's like you can make like croissants, okay? Or this one right here, croissant molds, okay? Or something like this. Okay, now if you're in the kitchen niche, or if you're in like the cooking niche, this is perfect, okay? Put in like a wow in the chat box. You guys are just like, oh my goodness, like it's not just bread making, but everything about bread making. Like it could be like, you know, it could be like the tools that you use for bread making. It could be these little panda-looking things that you can use. It could be any of these things. Type in wow in the chat box. If you guys are like, okay, Teo, so you're telling me not just bread making machines, but other things as well that complements that as well. So when the whole market is going this way and everyone's trying to sell bread makers, you're here selling the bread molds and how to make croissants and those type of things. Okay. Esther says, but if I've got a fishing store, how can I change it to a different niche overnight? So you just build another store, Esther. That's that's one thing you can do. Scott says wow. Christine says wow. Regina says wow. Yeah, there you go. And instead of bread making, let's say we open this up. Okay, let's say we open up this croissant maker right here, and we're going to try to find some other ideas, because people are just going to be bored making the same breads over and over and over again, right? Especially if they're going to be home for a while. We don't know how long this is going to last. There might be a possibility where they can make, instead of breads, like they can make like these back thingies, okay? These cakes and donuts. Oh my goodness, like I would do this. Like I would absolutely make donuts. I love donuts, especially like Krispy Kreme, and when you get them when they're hot. Like I would absolutely do this. Now imagine you're like showing people, okay, now you can make bread, you can make donuts at home, because now you can't go to Krispy Kreme because Krispy Kreme's closed or whatever because of coronavirus. Now you can make donuts at home. Okay, now you're getting all these different ideas. Instead of bread making, I can look at all these different things here. Okay, so that's niche number one. All right, you guys ready for all the niches? Type in ready in the chat box. You guys are ready? Yeah, Connie says very true. Wow. Fishing is actually going strong in North Carolina. There you go. I mean, like, the possibilities are just enormous in terms of like what you should be thinking about. Now, fishing people. Now you think about, you're in the fishing niche, okay? Think about fishing people at home. What are they doing at home? Maybe it's like a fishing at home game, or maybe it's like, I don't know, whatever it is, like a fishing activity at home. Or, you know, since they can't go out to the creek and they can't go out to the lakes and such, what can you think about in terms of fishing people at home? I mean, fishing people are home, right? They can't go out. Now, in your ad creatives, you can say something like stuck at home. Well, check out these fishing hats for when you can go back outside. Okay, so things like that. All right, great. Yeah, we have a lot of people saying ready. Esther says ready. Christine, Vicky, Diana, Regina, Gwendolyn, Scott, born ready. Let's get it. Angie, Connie. Okay, great. So I'm gonna reveal to you more niches here. That's hot right now. Okay, you guys ready? All right. So let's take a look at another one. Weight training or home gyms. Okay, I'm gonna put those in just one. So home gyms, weight training. Let's go into Google and let's type in weight training. Okay. Now you're thinking about it in a mass scale. People are at home, they're not going to the gym. So what are they doing? They're looking for weight training. Okay, it looks like weight training is not as like on a breakout, but let's take a look at weight training equipment. That keyword right there. Okay, it's gonna go boom, like right here. It went up in August and then went back down. I'm not sure why. This might be, let's do like home gym instead. Weight training, home gym, there you go, boom, okay? We can see usually home gym was not like, it's not like a really, really big hit because people still go to the gym, but they still like home gyms. But now, as you can see right here, more and more people are searching for home gyms. It's April 6th, March 29th to April 4th. It's on breakout right now, which means that it's going crazy in terms of like how many people are searching on Google home gyms. Now, people are searching on Google. Facebook is different. Facebook is, you know, I'm here for my friends. I'm here looking at my friends' stuff, and I'm here to look at videos and cat stuff and whatever. But in a general consensus, like general mass markets, people are searching for home gyms. So you have to give them the idea that, hey, instead of going to the gym, why not have the gym at home? Okay, so if you type in something like home gym, okay, on here on AliExpress, you can find, you're just using this to get ideas. You don't necessarily have to use the exact products here. You can find products elsewhere, okay? But you can use this to get some great ideas. Okay, so we have these stretchy thingies, these bands. We have these push-up things where you can do, you know, different types of push-ups and different angles. And we have these pull-up bars. We have these ab workouts. We have, you know, whatever it is. Like there's a whole bunch on here that you can use and get some great ideas for home gyms. Now, the same goes for bread making. You don't necessarily have to just go for bread makers. You don't necessarily have to go for home gym. Okay, what about an office gym equipment? Okay, you're in the office and you're sitting down and holy crap, look, like you know, sitting down in office all day long. Now you can use this in the office, or one of these things right here where you're pedaling while you're in the office. Okay. You don't necessarily have to do home gym because everyone else is doing home gym right now. You can kind of shift your focus from, let's say, bread making into more of like croissant making or donut making. Okay. Instead of home gym, you can say people for the office, office gym. Okay. Where they're sitting down and they're pedaling and things like that. There's different ways where you can get some ideas on in terms of like what type of niches are hot out there right now. Okay. Is that making sense so far, guys? Type in "make sense" in the chat box if that's making sense so far. Making flies ready. You can stay at yeah, there you go. So here's one from Regina, right? You can stay at a distance, local ponds and lakes that you can walk to. I mean, like there's things that you can do in terms of like staying at a distance for like fishing. So you can possibly even do fishing as well, and that's still fine. That's still okay. Probably more now than ever, because instead of going to the stores and buying fish, now people are like, hey, let's go fishing. It's probably safer. Okay. And instead of home gyms, take a look at this. You can have like home equipment or leggings. Start selling some leggings, or start selling some home gym, like, stickers and things like that. Always go out and start testing these products out and seeing what's working. All right. You guys ready for number 3? All right. Number 3 in my list here. Let's go and let me pull up number 3 here. Okay, so people are at home and they're looking for home educational for their children. Okay, so like homeschooling. All right, so a lot of kids are out of school. It's pretty obvious, right? Homeschooling. Let's type in homeschool. Okay, as you can see, it's on breakout mode again. So once again, we have another niche right here that's on breakout mode right now. Is the homeschooling niche. Scholastics, learn at home, homeschool schedules. Okay, let's take a look at that. Homeschool schedules. These are people looking for homeschool schedules, and then boom, right here, breakout mode again. But then it drops because they're like, okay, now I know what the schedule is. I don't need to know it again. But if you go to homeschool, okay, it's still going, right? Versus before it was like 50. Now it's at 100. This is the year, by the way. So now it's at 100. So it's still on breakout. And even the next months, it's like the next few weeks, it's like 86 and 81. So more and more people are doing homeschool stuff. So if we type in homeschool, okay, there we go. Okay, homeschool whiteboards. Okay, homeschool blackboards. People are searching for, how can I homeschool? Homeschool anatomy. Okay, homeschool dinosaur projects and bio kits and all these cool things that you can do in the homeschool niches. Okay, homeschool, and let's say we go into the whiteboards, and these are homeschool whiteboards that you can draw on the walls and such. Okay, and you're at home and you're thinking about different ways to entertain your kids. Okay, different ways to make it fun for them to be at home and have school as well at home. Here's one way where you can do that. You can sell these whiteboards and the blackboards and these pens and special sticky whiteboards, whatever. And you can start with that. Okay, we have the blackboards here for homeschooling. You can go in here and search for blackboards for homeschool stuff and, start selling those. And then we have these other crafts here as well, these homeschool, crafts that you can do. Okay, that goes on to the next niche, which is crafts. So let's type in crafts in here, like arts and crafts, okay? Now in terms of that, let's do, it's always been, like crafts has always been like a home thing, and that's always gonna be a thing. But now you're thinking about, let's say, arts and crafts. Let's see what happens here when we do a search on that. Okay, it's still always gonna be a thing. What we wanna do is we wanna see what's on breakout. Terms like Hickam Arts and Crafts. So that's always kind of like up and down, but let's type in crafts, or another keyword that could be like arts and crafts related. But arts and crafts is going to be a huge thing right now, especially people are at home, they're trying to find different ways to entertain themselves, their kids, okay, etc., things like that. So arts and crafts. All right. Earphones, speakers. Okay, so yeah, the thing about like, I mean, earphones and speakers, yes, you can try that. And what you can do is, if you're kind of trying to guess like a niche that might be working, type in on the Google Trends, type in like speakers. Okay, if it's not on breakout mode, it's probably not as big. But let's say you have like headphones. Okay, it's not as big right now in terms of like mass market appeal. So that's something that you have to also be very careful about. When you're researching these niches, you have to be very careful not to go into a niche that not a lot of people actually want. Okay, because that can cause you going out there spending money and not knowing if it's going to work, and then spending money and then not selling. Okay, so you want to go out there and know your markets right now. People are going out there right now. They're trying to search for home gyms. They're trying to go out there and search for homeschooling stuff, bread making machines. Yeah, sewing your own mask. There you go. Like, let's type. Look at what happens if we type in mask. Okay, look at what happens when we type in mask. You guys see this? Like all throughout like the entire year, there wasn't a lot of things for like masks. Okay, now it's on breakout. And the thing is, guys, coronavirus has hit, and people are going to remember it. They're not going to. Some people are still going to be paranoid and still going to go out with masks, no matter what. I mean, I was in Asia just last year, and I haven't traveled ever since this thing broke out. But I was in Asia last year, not very long ago, like October, and even then, even before October, even like during the summertime, people all over Asia are still wearing masks because they remembered SARS. They remembered, all these bad viruses that were out there. They remember these things, and so they're still going to wear masks. So even now, if you type in like, mask making kit, like a mask making kit or something like that, that could be a great niche as well, because masks right now are hot right now. So I mean, if you're going to sell that, I'm not going to put it on here, but if you want to sell it, you can. I mean, you can try and find different, different types of masks and how you can do a sewing kit for masks or whatever it may be. Okay, those are some of the things you can think about. Another one right here is like air quality, like aroma therapy. Okay, like air quality. Let's type in like one of them is air purifier. Okay, look at what happened here with air purifiers. Okay, they're on breakout mode. Okay, air purifier. They're on breakout mode, absolutely breakout mode right now. Yes, people were searching for them, but not as much as now. Okay, right now, air purifier, coronavirus. Right now is the perfect time to be selling air purifiers because it's hot right now. Type in wow in chat box. So you guys are like, oh my gosh, like I just thought about this, and you're like, wow, like Teo, you're giving me such great ideas right now that I can go out there and start searching. Now, instead of air purifiers, think about some things that, like bread and croissants. Instead of air purifiers, think about other things as well. Air purifier. Let's type in air purifying. Think about aromatherapy. Okay, think about, let's type in aromatherapy actually. Let's see what's happening here. Therapy. Yeah. You want to make sure you type in the right keyword here. Aromatherapy. I mean, it's not as hot right now. But instead of this, you can still do like the air purifying. Maybe it's like air purifier with aromatherapy. Okay, and that's like the combination that you want right now. Yeah, Esther says, wow, Deborah, wow, Connie, wow, is Glee, wow, Gail, Regina, Christine. Christine says, I just got them. Okay, Shannon says, essential oils. Esther says, Yankee Candle is working because it's the aromatherapy. There it is, okay. All right, number 6. You guys ready for this? Number 6. Shoot, it was in my mind. Now I forgot what number 6 was. I'll get back to it. But we were talking about aromatherapy and air quality. Okay. Let me get my list here. Anything related to food is going to be hot right now. So food, like chocolates, like candy. How many of you guys ever wanted to create like your own candy store? Like you remember if you were a kid, you're always like, man, if I ever had my own candy store, I would be like super balling right now. So like candy or like let's say chocolate, okay? Anything food related is going to be hot. Like instead of chocolate, but let's say food related. People want to like start purchasing more online because obviously they can't. They're not going to go out just to risk their lives to buy things like chocolate and things like that. So that's always going to be a good niche. Anything food related, chocolates, anything that you can do with this is going to be very good because more and more people are going to be buying online. Because here's the thing, like coronavirus can't really survive on packages. Some people say it's 24 hours, some people say it's 3 days. But regardless, they can't really live on packages. And so if you're buying products, so like we buy products all the time from Amazon, even until now. We let it sit in the driveway and then just let it sit there for a while and bring it in after like 1 or 2 days after it's been sitting there. Things like this will always be a thing. Okay, oh, that's right, I remembered. So number 7, UV lights or sterilizer. Okay, so if we type in UV lights and sterilizing, look at what's happening right here, guys. It's like insane right now. UV lights and sterilizing is like on breakout mode right now. So more and more people are searching for UV lights and sterilizing because they want to they want to sterilize their products. Okay, like in a mastermind that I showed in one of the mastermind trainings in a few weeks ago, I showed some products, some UV light products that you can use right now to sterilize your phones, your jewelry, your masks. Okay, this is hot right now. UV lights. Okay. Yeah, food related, like plastic forks, knives, spoons, paper plates. Okay, all those things are good. So now we're thinking about, let's say, food related. Let's say like plates, utensils. Okay. Now we're thinking about plates, utensils. This goes into number 8, survival. Okay, people are searching for survival. Like they're prepping. They're searching for survival. You can see it on Breakout as well. They're searching for survival. They're prepping. They're planning for food. Food preparation. They're doing all those things. Survival, prepping, food storage. Okay, all these things. Let's type in food storage on Google. Type in value, guys. If you guys are getting a lot of value out of today's Facebook Live. I mean, if you guys are getting a ton of value right now, I hope you are, because these are just some of the things that we teach in our training. I mean, we're like 30 minutes into this, but imagine we go through this each and every single week in our trainings and more. And if you guys have your advisors, talk to your advisors as well so that they can help you in terms of like, okay, how do I get into this? Or how do I build my next store? Or can you help me get my next store up and running? Talk to your advisor and they can help you with that. Okay, food storage right here. Type in food storage. Are you using CJ, not AliExpress? So Ari, I'm still using CJ. I don't use AliExpress as much. What I do is I find the products on AliExpress and then I use CJ dropshipping to source those products. Great. Esther says value. Christine, value. Josephine, absolutely. Oliver, value. Regina, Gwendolyn, value. Awesome, guys. Connie says, I bake homemade pies but can't ship them. Yeah, I mean, I know a few people that do stuff like that. Like they bake home goods, but they don't ship them. So I mean, one thing you can do is a friend of mine. She still sells, and she still sells on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. And what she does is she does like curbside pickup. So it's like it's on the curbside, just pick it up, or on the porch or whatever it is, and then drop the money in the mailbox. So that's something you can do as well. One of those ideas. And she still does it. I mean, like she still does it every day. It's like, hey, I have this product here. I want to sell this one on Marketplace. Post it on Facebook Marketplace, and curbside pickup. Put the money in the mailbox. That's pretty much it. Okay, so you can definitely do that. All right, great. Betty says value is Glee. Francis, very good. Deborah, Angie, All right, great. All right, so food storage. Okay, let's type in food storage. Look at this. It's on breakout right now. Food storage back when was not as high as it is right now. So anyone in the kitchen niche, anyone in like food products, anyone in those type of niches are going to be kicking butt. They should be kicking butt right now. Okay. So if you're in those niches, get on it. Like right now, get on it. Start searching for products. Start testing products. Start launching products. Shannon says, I ordered products from my store on AliExpress to see if they would get them and how long. They have started to come in, and it's just been 3 weeks. A couple could not ship for the most part. They seem to be sending. I mean, yeah, they're sending, right? CJ is a little bit faster. I prefer CJ myself because it's faster. Instead of 3 weeks, it's like more like 1 or 2 weeks. But everyone's pretty much waiting. Like if you order on Amazon, you're gonna wait a week. If you order on like Instacart, you're gonna wait a week, right? Everything's pretty much on like back order, and everyone's waiting right now. Josephine says, I'm looking into food storage. Yeah, everyone is, guys, everyone is in the same mentality. Everyone's in the same mindset that food storage, home gyms, bread making, croissant making, like all these different things, right? So when there's downfall, there's also opportunity. When one stream of river dries up, the money's got to move. It's got to move somewhere, okay? People are still going to have to buy products. If they're not going to stores, they're going to buy products. So that stream is going to, the money is going to another stream. You just have to tap into that other stream. Okay, imagine 2 streams. One stream has died out, the other stream is flowing because that money has to move. That's just economics, right? Money has to move. It can't just sit there, it's gotta move. So people are gonna sit home and they're gonna be like, huh, what do I do? What do I do? Like, I'm gonna buy stuff, okay? Let's think about buying stuff. People are just, in the consumer mindset, people are just consuming, they're buying stuff. They need stuff. People need stuff all the time. I'm at home, I'm not going out. I'm not gonna buy products outside, but I'm gonna make products. I'm gonna make bread, I'm gonna make pies. What do I need? Okay. Pie making machines. If you're in the pie niche, pie making machines. Okay. If you're in the kitchen niche, kitchen products, bread making machines, homeschooling, crafts. Okay. All these different things that you could be doing right now in those different niches. Okay, Norm says, if products on CJ are not available from US warehouse, should I use CJ Packet or what shipping? Yes, so if the products are not in the US, then if there's enough demand, they're gonna bring it to the US. But for now, just use China shipping. Yeah, Esther says QVC and HSN are changing too. Exactly, everything is changing right now, guys. The whole dynamics of doing business right now is changing, it's evolving. It's not going to be the same, I promise you that. After this is all said and done, there's gonna be many businesses that are gonna shut down. Big, giant corporations shut down. But like I said, the money's gotta move somewhere. So other companies are gonna take this opportunity to blow up, absolutely blow up. So when this opportunity arises, they're not gonna say, what did I do when coronavirus hit? Did I sit on the sidelines and wait? Or did I improve my skills? And did I take the time to actually, instead of watching Netflix all day, or instead of, you know, am I reading books that's going to help me? That's going to help my mindset. Am I building something right now that I could eventually pass on to my generation? Because what's going to happen if everyone in the planet is like, oh, this sucks and I'm not going to do anything. If everyone in the planet was like that, we're not going anywhere in the next 10, 20, 30, 50 years. So you're not leaving anything for the next generation. But if you're the one to say, okay, there's an opportunity here for, let's say instead of retail stores and malls, or people are not going to malls as much. Now people are buying online. There's an opportunity here for me to create these online stores and start selling them, so that selling products here, so that I can provide for my family, provide for my next generations. Okay, so these are some of the things you should be thinking about. All right, so let's move on. How about USA boycotting made in China? So, I mean, there's gonna be a few people that are gonna boycott made in China products, okay? It's always gonna happen, all right? But if they wanna buy a $40 shirt and a $50, I don't know, like nail clipper, then they can, right? Because everything right now is cheap. If you wanna buy a $1 nail clipper, who's gonna make that $1 nail clipper? I mean, like a machine's gonna do it, but who's gonna manage that machine? Or if you're gonna buy you know, those are some of the things. Like people still want to pay cheap. They don't want to buy the expensive stuff because they can't afford it, right? And they're not going to spend their whole paycheck on things that are expensive. How many of you guys on here right now, if I were to tell you right now, okay, if let's say you're going to go out shopping, instead of spending $100, you're going to spend $500. How many of you guys would choose a $100 option? Type in $100, even though you don't know where it's made in terms of like, let's say it's made in China or Egypt. How many of you guys right now, if you were to go out to a store and you know that you have to spend either $100 or $500 on the same products, that you would rather spend $100? Type in $100 right now. If you were to spend just $100, it's like if you were to spend. How many of you guys? Here's another question, right? How many of you guys absolutely do not purchase anything that's not organic, or that's organic, right? Like, or not organic. Like all you do is you just purchase organic products. You only have to have organic apples. You only have to have organic plants or whatever. You only have to have organic like grains and organic breads and organic milk, and you only have to have organic. How many of you guys, and you pay more, how many of you guys would actually do that? Type in non-organic for me if you're okay buying things that are non-organic. People are in their mindsets, in the mass mindsets, people will buy cheap versus expensive for the same product. For a $1 nail clipper versus a $8 nail clipper, they're gonna want to buy the $1 nail clipper, okay? Because they'd rather spend that extra $7 on their family, okay? That's just the mindset of it. Yeah, most people will go for the $100. Francis, Norm, Shannon, Dawn, Deborah, Gail, Connie, Gwendolyn, Regina. Yeah, most people will go for the $100. And Esther says, it would depend on the product I buy only. Yes, exactly, 100%, Esther. I'm with you totally. Like some stuff I do buy, and I'm like, but organic too. Like I've learned from a lot of my friends, you know. I don't know. So yeah, Angie, Diana, yeah, Deborah says organic. So some people may be organic, you know. Francesca, Esther, some people are organic. Like Don says, non-organic for me. My husband is in awe of online shopping. He's running into friends and colleagues that only shop online. Exactly. There you go. $100, some, but not a lot of organic. $100, but we'll purchase based on quality. 100% with you, Christine. Like if it's quality, I'll buy the quality. Like if it's a quality shirt, I'll buy the quality shirt. Even though, you know, we make shirts in-house, but I'll buy that shirt. Okay. If it's a quality shirt and I like it, I'm like, I'm gonna buy it. Okay. But you know, things like that. Like you'd rather purchase the $100 products for $100 versus like the $500 because you want to save money, and that's the mentality there. People are gonna boycott. You know, oh, this isn't made in the USA. I don't want to buy it. I'm all for creating jobs in the US, guys. I am all 100% for it. Okay, everyone in my family's here in the US. I'm all for creating jobs in the US, but I'm also about saving money as well. Like people are gonna say, you know, I don't want to buy stuff that's not made in the US. Well, pretty much everything is made in the US. If you go shop, it is made, you know, probably China. If you go shopping, where do you think your plastic comes from? Okay, if you want plastic bags, or if you want like those reusable bags, where do you think some of them is made from? Even the materials, even though it's made in the US, where do you think the materials are coming from? We're always going to be sourcing. It's an open market. I mean, we're always going to be sourcing things from different countries. That's inevitable. Okay, it's like going outside and saying that I don't want to breathe like, you know, 10 quality air. Like the quality of air is over 10. I don't want to breathe it. Well, you're going to breathe it if you go outside. If your air quality is 10, you know, you don't have a choice. It's pretty much. We're going to eventually get into that. All right. All right, great. Let's finish up here. All right, so number 9 and number 10. Let me go ahead and put in some stuff here. Okay, so pet products. Pet products are always going to be a big thing. Okay, so let's type in like pet products. People are not going to Petco. They're not going to you know, their local pet stores. They're going to be buying pet products online. Pet products are always going to be a huge thing online. Okay, pet products right here. All right, number 10. Number 10. Okay, it's kind of a little controversial because you might have a lot of people. I'm not going to do this one. I'm not going to do this one. I was going to say baby products, but then again, like people are very wary of like baby products and where it's coming from. I would be as well. So, and it's really difficult to do baby products, so I wouldn't do that one. Instead, we're going to do games. Okay, so like indoor games, indoor activities / games. Okay, so this is number 10 right here. Indoor activities / games. Well, let's go ahead and type in on Google Trends, indoor games. Okay, or indoor activities. Or let's just type in games. I want to see what the breakouts are. Games indoors. Okay. Games to play indoors. Okay, so this one here, fun playing games to play. So these are like, you know, some of the things that you can use and sell. Indoor activities and indoor games. People are indoors. What are they doing? They're on their iPhones. They're on their iPads. They're on like, you know, iPad, iPhone holder. Okay. Now you're looking at things like iPhone holder because now they're at home instead of being in their cars. They're at home. Instead of iPhone holder, let's do iPad holder. Okay. These iPad holders, they're like these swivel things. They're at home. They're looking at different ways instead of holding an iPad. Hey, I'm going to be home a lot. I'm going to be watching a lot of Netflix. I want something that I can use to hold my iPads, to hold my phones, to make my experience at home better, like a home theater. Okay. Let's type in home theater. Let's see what happens here when we type this home theater. Okay. More people are watching Disney Plus at home. Instead of home theater, it's one of those projectors. Okay, projectors not as much, but let's try to find Meet projector, Pluto projector. So they're searching for like specific types of projectors, okay, or like just indoor home activities and games. I'll let you guys figure this one out in terms of like, hey, I found out something really cool that Teo didn't mention on this Facebook Live here. Let's try this. Then that's something that you can try and you can have for yourself instead of having other people try it out as well while they're watching this Facebook Live. Okay. All right, guys. So that pretty much makes up our top 10 niches during coronavirus. Let me go ahead and hide my screen right here. All right, how many of you guys felt like you got a lot of value out of today's Facebook Live? Type in value in the chat box. Yes, puzzles, coloring books. I had a friend who made 7 figures in just coloring books, okay? So that's another good one right now. Shannon, dartboard seems to be a big one right now. I cannot find one at my local stores. There you go, board games, outdoor activities, and outdoor for the backyard. Angie says everything comes from China. That's so true. Shannon says I have an arts and crafts store. If I make my product, can I add it to my store? Yes, yes, Shannon, yes. If you're making your own products, you can definitely add that to your store and start advertising it. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. What is the Google website? So the Google website is called Trends, Trends, Trends. Let me type it in on the chat here. Let me see if I can add a text on the screen. Okay, trends.google.com. Okay, you guys see that? Trends.google.com. It's on the screen right here, right below. Trends.google.com. You go there and you can start searching for trends. What are people searching for right now? Start thinking, guys. Art. Okay, they're looking for art supplies, but all the art stores are closed. All these artists looking for art supplies, and art stores are closed. Tools. Okay, people are working at their, working on their homes. Tools, equipment. Okay, renovation supplies, painting, home decor. All these things are great niches right now because people are at home on their phones, on their tablets, on their computers right now searching for these things. Awesome. Here we have a lot of value. Josephine is Glee, Esther, Deborah, Norm, Dawn, Christine, Oliver, Connie, Regina, Francis, Connie. Gail says, got a lot of value. Thank you so much. Gwendolyn, Nisha. Diana says, what about laundry detergent? I mean, yeah, laundry detergent, right? I mean, if you can get that and you can source it onto your store, you gotta be careful with that as well. Just give you a heads up. But yes, things like that. Shannon, Angie, thank you so much. This is very helpful. Awesome, guys. Well, before we leave, I also want to talk to you guys about, you know, your mindset and why it's so important to have a healthy mindset during these times. Whenever there's negativity, which there's going to be a lot of negativity, there's going to be a crap load of negativity. People dying, and you know, people have been dying every day for like the past however many centuries. People die every single day, but it's amplified now. And of course, yes, coronavirus is real. I mean, it's like, it's out there. Don't go out there and, you know, try not to, you know, get it. But it is amplified as well. But with that being said, when there's negativity, you got to find positivity as well. That's how you become successful. We're going to have another downturn, maybe in the next 10 years, who knows? Maybe in the next few years, who knows? We're always going to have downfalls in every economy. It's like every 10 years, the US has like something happens, right? And we were actually definitely due for one, and we were. And so that's what happened. And now we're at a point where millions of Americans are losing their jobs. And the whole mindset has shifted in terms of e-commerce, in terms of making money. It's shifted. Economies are shifting right now. World leaders are shifting right now. They're working as best as they can to make this happen. $2 trillion are being poured into the US, you know, and there's money in that stream. Like you should go out there and you should see how you can get some of that as well, in terms of like, if you have employees, Paycheck Protection Program, the PPP. If you have, if you were laid off, you know, they're giving checks for that. Go out there and keep hustling. Back in 2008, when the recession happened, I was working a night shift and working on my online business at the same time. Okay, and I did both. And I wasn't as successful 12 years ago that I am now, but I did both. I went into work 8 p.m., left work 5 a.m., got to, I was actually living with my grandma at the time, and I got to her house in Queens at like 6 a.m. I was working on my online business till roughly about like, you know, noon-ish, so another 5-6 hours after work, you know, because I couldn't sleep. I mean, it's like, I'm a day person. Went to sleep at like 1 p.m. to like 5-6 p.m. Woke up 8 p.m., worked again, and that was my cycle, okay? And I did that, and I hustled every single day until I got it done. So whatever you're doing right now, and I commend you for it. Those of you that are hustling right now, whatever it takes, you know, just do it. You have to have a hard shell in this business. You have to be able to have a hard shell in terms of like what you're going to do next, okay? But if you keep grinding, the harder you work, the luckier you get. Okay, so I want you guys to get real lucky, because the harder you work, the more you work on things, the luckier you get. Yeah, Diana says, I work in a laundromat and we're busy. And yeah, so that's the thing. Favette says, I seem to can't get in contact with you guys. I called about the domain. So contact Sam, okay? Contact Sam in the Slack. She's there to help you with that, Favette. She can help you absolutely with that. She's been helping a lot of people with their domain issues, okay? So contact her. But like I said, you know, you got to keep hustling no matter what. Everyone's got to eat, right? Everyone's got to survive. We're going to survive through this. We're going to get through this, but you got to keep hustling. Now, if you're in the program, be sure to watch all the videos over at Ecom Educational. Okay, be sure to watch them all. If you're not in the program and you're just seeing this and you're like, whoa, how can I get into this? Head over to ecomeducational.com and sign up for an account. Angie says, I'm now a teacher too. Yeah, I mean, you know, you got to hustle. You got to do different things. Whatever you need to do to put food in the table, okay? And what we're doing here for you guys, what I'm sharing with you guys, is how to survive through these times, and how to thrive as well. We're still doing good with our e-commerce stores. We're still making sales each and every single day. profits each and every single day. But I want you guys to understand that this is not going to be forever, okay? There's going to be an end to this. And when that ends, what are you going to be doing to prepare yourself for when the markets go back up again, when people are buying more again, when people have jobs again, okay? But right now is not a good time, but right now is a great time to, right now is not a good time in terms of like, you know, what's happening in our economy and our situations right now, but it's a great time to start building up those skills and to start learning new things and to start being ready for what's going to happen in the future, okay? Here's what's going to happen. A lot of companies going out of business, and they're going to remember this, and they're going to shift their entire business model. They're going to say, okay, we have to focus online. We can't just focus offline. Now, if you have a skill, an online skill, and you know how to do Facebook ads, you know how to run products, you know how to find products, you know how to find trends in the marketplaces, these companies can hire, or you can get them as a client. I had a student, her name was Mercedes. She went through the program. She was making about $500 a day. And on top of that, she was also a realtor agent. So she had all these realtor friends who were like, hey, how are you getting leads from like Facebook? And then she started getting them as clients, $1,000, $1,500 per month clients from all these real estate. And imagine if you have 5, 10 of those clients. If you had 10 clients paying you $1,000 a month to run Facebook ads for you, that's $10,000 a month on top of the stores that you're working on top of whatever your current main thing is that's bringing in money, right? So you got to always have multiple streams of income. The average millionaire has about 7 streams of income. Okay, 7 streams of income. So if you're just having one stream of income, I'd highly recommend taking a look at different streams of income as well. How can you get more transactions in your bank account in terms of money coming in versus money going out, okay? During these times, we learned a lot as a company. We learned that there was a lot of money going out, and we had to cut a lot of these things. But now, how can I get more money coming in, like bringing money in? Okay, you're going to need to learn how to do that. You're going to absolutely need to learn how to do that. You're going to need to have mentors around you to help you with those things, and that's why we're here for you guys. Okay, that's why we're here. Yes, Gwendolyn says this world event is a game changer. What happened to Rocky? Okay, so what happened to Rocky was he actually left the company. He's doing something else right now. So I can't say what he's doing, but he just left the company. So it's unfortunate, but I'm going to be doing a lot of the webinars, and I'm going to be doing a lot of the Facebook Lives with you guys so that you guys can learn more about these things here as well. Yeah, my grandchildren call me the grammar Gestapo. Teo, my store is sunglasses. Can I get a new store built in one of the trending niches? So if you talk to your advisor, they can help you with that, Diana. So go ahead and talk to your advisor on the back end of Ecom Educational. You're going to know who your advisor is and their phone number. So go in there and talk to them, and they can do it. Our Governor Cuomo called it the equalizer. Yeah, I mean it's gonna equalize, right? But this whole thing here, it's gonna blow over, guys. It's not gonna last forever. And I want you guys to know that you need to be building your skills now. Okay, you're home. Everyone's home. You need to be building these skills now. Did you guys know that Isaac Newton? Okay, Isaac Newton, when he invented, the theory of gravity, when the Black Plague came out and all of his peers were running and escaping the cities, Isaac Newton escaped to his mom's house in like the countryside. And what he did there during this entire Black Plague was going on, instead of watching Netflix, he didn't have Netflix, obviously, but instead of doing things like that and meaningless things like that and spending his time doing that, he spent his time trying to figure out all the problems that his peers could not figure out. Okay, here's Isaac Newton, one of the most brilliant guys, brilliant minds in the world. He was figuring out math problems that his peers could not figure out during this entire Black Plague that was happening, okay? And during this time, that was when he invented his theories, okay? Theory of gravity, theory of motion. If an object is in motion, it's going to keep going in motion until another object stops it. Okay, so like he invented a lot of these theories while he was during this Black Plague, and while he was just sitting at home, he took out his pen and paper and his quill and his papyrus or whatever it was, And he started writing and he started doing all these things. I want you guys to start doing those things right now. Start improving your skills now. Start improving the skills so that when this all blows over, you're going to be way ahead of the competition. There's going to be a lot of competition. I guarantee you that. But you're going to be way ahead of your competition when this all blows over and you come up on top when everything starts selling out. Okay. Yeah, everyone is on the same boat as well. If Rocky's your advisor, Norm, we're going to change that as well. So I do apologize, everyone, but this is I couldn't control it. It's something out of my control. Yes, his past calls will be available, Angie. Yep. And this call will be available as well on the Ecom Educational Facebook page as well. He has a lot of info on Google. Yes, he does. He does. But we have also other mentors who have a lot of knowledge on Google as well. Yes, it will still be available on here so that you can learn from as well, Deborah. Yep. And so I want to, that's one of the things I want to share with you. And if you guys are into Google and you want to learn more about Google, type in Google in the chat box and I will definitely help you out with that as well. Type in Facebook in the chat box if you guys want to learn more about Facebook as well. But a lot of the good stuff is really mentioned inside our mastermind. So it's not mentioned here. It's mentioned in our masterminds. All right, guys. So that being said, go out there and work on your skills, work on all these things. And I promise you, if you do that, you're not going to get anything but greater knowledge and greater skills. And also, you're going to get better at what you're doing in terms of Facebook ads. If all this happens and you come out knowing more about Facebook ads and knowing more about Google ads, and that's what you've done during this entire coronavirus, great. And if you're using this for your stores, for your business to make more money online, even better. Okay. But we're here to help. Here at Ecom Educational, we're here to help you guys. All right, great. Deborah says Google and Facebook ads. Google, Facebook, all yes. Gwendolyn, Connie, Google, Norm, Google, Angie, Oliver. Great, great, guys. All right. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm going to be on live again to show you guys more techniques. If you guys enjoyed today's video, our live today, on the top 10 niches that are hot right now, type in hot in the chat box. If you guys enjoyed it, type in a boom in the chat box. If you guys enjoyed our training today. Once again, thank you so much for all of you guys. Absolutely appreciate all of you guys being on here. Deborah says, thank you, Teo, for stepping up to fill this, the places to learn. You got it, Deborah, 100%. Regina, Google, Facebook. Type in hot and type in boom, type in value in the chat box. You guys got a lot of value. Share this video on your Facebook, okay? Share this video for those who need to see this. If they need a pickup from coronavirus, if they're like, oh my gosh, like everything is collapsing, the economy is collapsing, and the world is dying. It's not. We're still here. We're still selling products. Okay, we're gonna pick it up. We're gonna get out of this. Like what we got out of SARS. We got out of what was the last one? H1N1. We got out of Spanish flu. We got out of these things, guys. It's not the end. We're gonna keep moving. And I want you guys to keep moving as well. Share this page with everyone that you know. Make sure that they see this video. Make sure that they're watching this. And I'm going to be on live more often with you guys. I actually enjoy doing this with you guys, helping you guys out. All right, guys. Here we go. All the booms and the hots coming in. Pete says, boom, baby. Esther says, boom, hot, booming. Daily Tuesday recordings. It's all still available, Oliver. Yep. Esther, Josephine, Regina, Norm, hot. Deborah, Gianna, you're the best hot. All right, Gail, boom and hot. Scott, thank you, Teo. You got it, Scott. Christine, Esther, value. Connie, boom. Shannon, hot, boom, value, and thank you. Angie, hot info. Oliver, Regina, Scott, Deborah. Wow, it's a lot of you guys. You guys are awesome. Just a lot. All these interactions here. Gwendolyn, Diana, Angie, Christine, Esther. We will succeed. This too shall pass. I agree with you, Gwendolyn, 100%. Thank you guys so much. Share this video with everyone that you know. If they need a little pickup from coronavirus, show them what e-commerce is all about. Right now, where's the money going? It's not going to retail. Definitely not going to retail right now. Okay, people are not walking around shopping at their local Hot Topic. Okay, they're shopping online. The money's going online. Okay, guys. All right. Thanks again. I'll see you on the next live video. Bye-bye for now.